APGC wrestling coach Joel Reints talking about a third place finish here at the first ever NICL girls wrestling tournament. I guess what can you say about the team coming in third here today?
Yeah, I'm really proud of what they've done all year, really, and then the kind of cap off the regular season here was a nice finish by the girls.
Mm-hmm. And only like 30 points separating from first and fourth place, so some really high quality wrestling going on here today. What can you say just about the competition level and seeing some really good matches out here?
Yeah, we got a really tough girls conference. Sumner Fred and BCL, they're really tough teams, and then Denver's got their few hammers that keep them in every tournament there.
Mm-hmm. And you had Grace Storehan come in first place here at 125 pounds. Just kind of a stepping stone for her, I'm sure. But always great to take home a conference title, and your team's first ever conference title, as it turned out.
Yeah. She'll be the first one ever. So cool accomplishment for her, and she's got a long list of great accomplishments in the sport, and that's just one of them. So really excited for her on Friday, and then to see what we can do down at state.
Mm-hmm. And 235, you ended up having two wrestlers, Katie Patrick and Ainsley Scott there wrestling, just the only two with that weight class, but an interesting match there, huh?
Yeah. It's always hard for me to watch two of our wrestlers wrestle each other. Outside of the wrestling room, it's hard because I don't really want to take a rooting interest in it, and I just kind of sit back and watch and see what happens. And Katie came out on top this time, and those girls are both working hard in the wrestling room, so it's great to see.
Yeah, I have to imagine they get after each other pretty much every day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
And then a few others that ended up placing second and third. Who else do you kind of want to shout out here today?
Yeah, Kaylee Harkin did a great job today, getting second, and Lila Reints also second. Vea Books got third. Kylie Babcock wrestled a great day. I thought across the board the girls did really well. Like I said, excited for Friday and see what we can do and see how many we can get to the state tournament.
Mm-hmm. What can you say about just being able to host this first ever event, the inaugural NICL girls wrestling tournament? Certainly a big step for the conference, for your guys' program, just across the board for the sport of girls wrestling.
Yeah, it's the first year I knew it was going to be maybe a little bumpy, and we don't have every weight class filled completely, and all the brackets aren't full. But you got to start somewhere, and we're just hoping to grow the sport of girls wrestling, and I think Northeast Iowa has done a great job, outside of our conference, and now our conference is getting on board and doing the things they need to do to move girls in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And coming up on Friday, that trip to Denver, a lot of Northeast Iowa schools, some from the NICL, some you've probably never seen before. Any thoughts on that state qualifying meet?
Right, yeah. There's a ton of teams there, and, we just got to come out and wrestle our best, and that'll be the main focus. You can't worry too much about who's in your bracket, what seed you are. You just got to focus on what you can do each match and just go after it.
All right, any final thoughts you want to share here today?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just really proud that the school stepped up and hosted and want to see this thing grow, and hopefully we can get into some side-by-side duels, the co-ed duels, what I talked about the last time we talked. I think that's an important step as well. That's to me, that's the next natural step that the conference needs to take and kind of get that thing rolling, and I think you'll draw more student athletes out at all schools, and that's what you need is more and more, to grow the sport. So really happy about it.